Hey everyone, it's the Wayward Llama coming back at you again with another movie review. So, yeah, I've been meaning to film this one for a while. I don't know why this took that long, beyond the fact that I kept forgetting. I'll get into that in a second though. First, two things. One, the footage for today's video comes from my favorite, well, one of my favorite games of all time, Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine. It's an awesome third-person action. I don't know whether it counts as an action or a shooter. I guess it's mostly shooting, but there is a good deal of melee combat. It's a really fun game, really well done. If you like dystopic futures, if you like in-depth stories involving sci-fi and betrayal and intrigue, check this game out. It came out in 2011. It was overshadowed by Gears of War 3, but because people thought it looked way too similar, it really isn't that similar. It's actually a really fun game. It plays more, you're a super soldier, so you really don't have cover systems or anything because you don't need them. You are just a walking tank and the earth shakes with your every movement. It's a really fun game. Check it out. Anyway, second thing. A friend of mine has started a YouTube channel recently, and I just want to promote them quickly. Not that many people watch these, so I'm going to be promoting them in a few videos for a while now. Anyway, his name is Sean. I actually saw this movie with him, Thor 2 with him. And Sean and a few other... I saw Sean, saw it with Sean. He runs his channel with his cousin, and they do Let's Plays and reviews and Pokemon tips. Basically, stuff I don't do. I do movie reviews, and I do machinima, like, sketch thingies. I guess it's not really machinima because I'm not a partner with them, but, you know, you get the point. Anyway, so moving on into the movie. I saw this, yeah, with Sean and a couple other people I've seen. It's Turtle, you have seen in a few of my videos and heard. I don't know if the other guy has been in anything. If he has been, it was just as a physical stand-in, I think. Initially, he was going to help with a voice thing at one point, but I think that video didn't turn out. Anyway, so we all saw it together, and before you judge any of the people I see this movie with, please note they do not share my opinion. Now I'm going to speak blasphemy against the Marvel movies. If you're a comic fan, some of the hardcore ones don't like them, some of them do. Anyway, but so you may not dislike me for this, but we probably don't dislike it for the same reason. I didn't dislike this movie. I just didn't like it either. This was forgettable. That's really the biggest problem. That's why this review has taken so long to get out. Because I keep forgetting I've seen this movie. I am not joking. People ask me, I'm like, oh yeah, I did see that. This was on Sunday. I saw this movie. And it's Wednesday now when I'm filming this. I might upload this on Thursday, depending on the situation. You know, all that. Anyway, so I'm just going to be really short about this because I don't have a lot to say. Acting was fine. There were some bad performances, but the leads were fine, with the exception of Odin, which, let me make this clear, Anthony Hopkins is friggin' awesome. We're talking Hannibal Lecter here. I don't know what was up with him, because he did not seem to care. I think that was the biggest problem. He didn't care about the role, and it did cost his performance. At least I hope that's why, because maybe he was just trying something. It's either he didn't care or a director was trying something weird. I don't know. Maybe he was trying something weird. Sometimes an actor just gives a bad performance. It's happened. The plot is actually, I think, where it fails the most. It is a very generic plot. There is not a lot going for it. I had a similar problem with the Avengers movie, but the Avengers, it was still really friggin' enjoyable. This feels like too much of the status quo for the Marvel movies. A lot of, like, Joss Whedon humor. Joss Whedon humor is awesome, but I can have my fill of it, I guess. Anyway, so, yeah, it was just... The plot was generic. There's not really a lot to say about it. I'm not even going to get into spoilers because it's not really that important to anything involving the review. I do think the special effects were amazing. I really like the world they set up. Well, it's, you know, the world of Thor, the 9 realms, but, yeah, really, the biggest failing here was the plot. It wasn't a bad movie. Let me make this clear. Because generic isn't necessarily bad. It could have been bad. And that, Zeus, as always, is trying to make a commentary. It could have been bad. And, yeah, but it wasn't. It was generic. It was an adequate movie. I don't know if I would spend the money to see this in theaters, honestly. I would definitely rent it on DVD just so you, like, know what happens in case it leads into anything involving the Avengers 2 or another Marvel movie. The relationship between Thor and Loki was really good. They did play that up a lot, and there was, yeah. The relationship between Thor and Loki, I think, was the biggest thing. I don't want to get into any spoilers. Just, yeah, they really do talk about them a little. They do get into them a little bit as siblings. Otherwise, decent film, like I said. Zeus, I'm recording. Decent film. I don't really... Like, this is not an essential must-see Marvel film. I don't think it's as bad as Iron Man 2. I don't think it's definitely not as good as some of the better stuff. The Avengers and such. But, you know, so you can't win them all. So, really, that's it. 6-minute review. I actually filmed a under 7-minute review. I'm going to keep it that way. So, have a nice day. I got a couple new videos I'm working on. Well, really just one new video. I'm writing the script for it now. It's a follow-up to the Halloween video. I don't want to say anything more because I am trying to beat this limit. So have a good night or good day, ladies and gentlemen, or squirrels. Whoever watches this video. So long.